And hey, I'm here with Brittney, and we're going to be continuing a bit of the work we have done on the Svelte Sirens site. So before we do that, though, Brittney, there's a bit of a big event on the weekend. So if you just want to
Absolutely.
tell us how much we're talking about Svelte Summit, and I just want to get some of the deets from Brittney, because all I had to go on was the YouTube videos and the social images being shared by everyone. So how was it?
Exactly. Yeah, it was kind of a whirlwind. I left here early Saturday morning and was probably up for 22 hours or something. And I slept in the airport and came right back home. But it
Oh
was,
man.
I think it's one of those moments I will never forget and will be a defining moment in my career. So I was super excited to get to meet everyone. And it was so fantastic. There goes that light again.
It knows. It knows when you're
It
streaming.
it does. It knows, like, when I go live, and it's just like, "I'm just gonna start flashing at you." "Hey,
Hey,
Prince."
Prince. So I'm going to do a much better job today of managing the chat, and I promise I will, everyone, and I'll respond to you as soon as I see your messages.
It was. But it was so, so great to meet everyone, and, I mean, everyone was so genuinely kind and nice, and it's refreshing, I think, to have a community that's just supportive and collaborative, and it was great.
It looked awesome, and some of the talks were really good as well. Well, all the talks were really good. All the ones which I saw,
They
I've been
were.
watching a few
I
of them. So
actually need
yeah,
to put time away to rewatch them because our Wi-Fi was not great at the watch party, so we only really got to see about 3 talks, so I need to rewatch the entire thing.
yeah, cool. Okay, so shall we get started?
Hey, Raymond.
Um, hey, Stephanie, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. So, shall we get started? We are going to be looking at building the Svelte Sirens site on a publish from GraphCMS. And we did look at webhooks. We can still look at webhooks, but there is an integration we've got in GraphCMS for Netlify, which we can use to build on
Oh,
publish.
fantastic.
But we could still take a look at the webhooks briefly for if you want to have a Discord integration, so you can have you can ping the Discord with the payload from the webhook when there's something published on the CMS.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, I just logged into Netlify because I didn't realize we would need that, so I wanted to make sure that I could log in. So I logged into
Yep,
Netlify,
cool,
and
cool.
I have my files open here, but I haven't pulled in a while, so I'm gonna do a get pull just to get
Sweet.
up to date with everything, and we'll go ahead and create a new branch here. Feature. What are we gonna be working on today? We're adding in. It's not gonna be a webhook or Netlify integration.
Yeah, I think we can do it all from the CMS and from Netlify, but let's just make that branch anyway.
Yeah, I'll just do feature / NTL for Netlify, and then we'll go ahead and add that for everyone.
If I just move the camera here. No, that's worse, Scott. Let's try this one. No, we're still in the way. This one. Oh, that's better.
There we go. Those things are so hard. It doesn't matter which streaming software you're using.
No. We're having a bit of a discussion about this, aren't we? It's
Yeah.
it's difficult. Things are hard. Things are hard.
And I will go ahead and npm run dev. I'm sorry if I keep hitting my microphone. I'm going to move it up a little bit so I don't do that. Okay, so now we have move that off, and we have this here running. Okay, so what is first? What should we do first?
So if we go to Netlify quickly, and we'll take a look at that. Let's just move you and I back to the bottom here.
Uh-oh.
Here, let's go here. Right, okay, cool. And could you bump up the screen size just a touch? There we go, brilliant. So, site settings. And we're building from Git, aren't we? So
Yes.
I think, so in build deploy, let's just take a look at that. and then scroll down. So there's a bit for branches, deploy previews, build hooks. Right. So this, if we were going to use a webhook for the build, this is where we do it. But this can be, if I haven't looked into it, but this could be for using it for Discord. And then you would just put in your callback URL in there, and then once anything builds, that'll go off to Discord. But we can look at that another time. Let's go over to GraphCMS, and over in the settings, so that's over to the bottom left there. There we go. Back one. It's like the little, that's the webhooks.
Okay. Yep.
Right. So
that's in the wrong settings.
Integrations. There we go.
Okay. And
Netlify.
Look at that. Netlify right there. And
enable.
Enable. Connect
and
to
then
Netlify.
here we need to connect it to the project now. And so we're going to authorize
is
this.
All okay?
Yep.
Okay. You can close this window now and return to the terminal, or you can, or it's going to close it for me. Okay.
Cool.
There we go. So now this is enabled here.
So let's Netlify site. So we need to pick out the Netlify site name.
I have way too many sites, as you can see.
It's fine.
Display name. Svelte.
So from here, we can have we can use different branches, I guess. So you could have one for like production, and you could have one for like a preview. Let's say. Let's just do prod for now, I guess. So that display name could be.
Does it just select that automatically? I don't have any like development branch or anything right now.
Okay, let's just leave it as the production one. So on the display name, let's just call that the production one. So Svelte Sirens prod. And then I'm sorry. Come say hello to everyone. Here's my cat. It's Leo.
Hey!
He wants to get through the door. This is my job to him, to open doors. Okay, so now, anytime there's a change, we can see, if you scroll down a bit, we've got the model selection here, and we can choose anytime there's a change to any one of these models.
The Netlify button in the sidebar, and that will push the thing to Netlify to rebuild.
Yep.
That is nice. So we probably want it for sure on speaker and event. I don't think we want it on. I don't have any of the pages.
I was about to say, I don't think that's the only one. That's the only model you're using, right?
Yeah, I think that's in our list to do today, is to clean up our schema a little bit, because I use the blog template and we have a lot of unneeded content in there. Although I would like to use it, I don't have it set up currently.
Okay, so if we just hit enable on that now.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not keeping an eye on chat. Sorry, y'all.
No, it's okay. Avnish, we're integrating
hey.
GraphCMS and Netlify. So we're going to make it so that we have a Netlify button. So when we publish our content, we can rebuild on Netlify and it will be live on the site.
And
that's what
Jen, how you doing?
Enabled.
Avnish. Avnish, we are adding more features to. I'm so sorry. Okay, sorry. So have you saved that?
No, I have not.
Okay, cool. So
I almost
now,
said yes, and I have not.
If we go back over to the content now. Yep. And let's just change some of the content on any of them. Is there anything
just
we can
edit
change?
One?
Yeah, just edit one. And then can you see over to the right here? Yeah, you got to see start building.
So we now have this Netlify button that says start building Svelte Sirens production.
Yep.
So awesome. That is fantastic. That was super easy. I thought that was going to be like a hard, we would have to code something. Well, I haven't even touched the code yet.
So take it. Yeah, thanks to Jamie for walking me through this earlier.
Hey, Jacob.
But let's take a look. Okay. Yeah, I do remember you, Avnish.
And right now we're not using this cover image.
Hey,
I'm
Jacob.
going to clear these because I don't think we're going to use them, but I'm going to leave the field for now.
So,
And we're not using the SEO. We're not using the excerpt. So there's a lot of stuff in here that we could technically clean up.
Yeah. So where you just published that there, if we were doing this with a build hook, let's say, every time you, like, if you did it on publish and you did that, you could quickly chew through your build minutes, let's say. So the integration does it, so you can just do it on a click and say, right, I'm done now. Let's go.
And since I cleared something that we're not even using on the site, I don't need to build. So it would have wasted a rebuild essentially and wasted possibly a build minute. Okay, so we've got that published. Is there anything else that we need to do inside here?
I think that's it. Did you click the start build just to make sure that we are?
I did not.
Doing the thing.
Okay.
Let's do that, and then click on that, and then we'll go over to
make sure
Netlify.
that it works, and then we'll try to open it.
This should give us a deploy preview as well. So if we hop on over to Netlify now, and go to the build, deploy, sorry. That's it. Hey,
there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's building. Sweet.
Right, let's take a look at the list. I haven't got it on the screen, so I'm going to have to switch screens quickly. Excuse me.
Yeah, we need. We have clean up fields and schemas. Fix the required fields that couldn't be converted. So the date and time.
Yeah.
I was going to see if we could fix that today.
We'll do that.
We do have that it's required on here, so I wonder if we did do something. Edit field. We do have make field required.
Was it the slug field we were having issues with?
Yes, that was one of the ones I am having issues with.
Okay, so if we go back into edit that field now, so it was there was. So what we have to do is a bit of jigging around with the validations.
This isn't the one that's doing it, though. It's the one for speaker. Sorry.
So we had one that was already in. Yeah, so we have two, don't we? And one was causing issues for us, right?
What I was like, what happened to this bar? That's the bar I was missing. Okay, so speakers and handle URL. This is the one I was having trouble with. So this is the one I started trying to use the slug field. So if I create a slug here and I want to use it, I was doing the match validation or match a specific pattern and clicking URL.
Oh, yeah.
And this was taking away my slashes. These slashes were going away.
Yeah, that's a known issue. Actually, it's been worked on.
Okay.
So I was asking for you on when was it? Friday last week, I think. Yeah. So it's a known bug.
So I think the slug is actually working fine in events because it's actually a slug. It works fine. It was the URL I was trying to use as a slug field that wasn't working.
Okay. So I thought there was an issue where we were trying to make a slug unique, was it? And then, okay.
We have it set field. Oh, it's not required.
Yes. Okay. So, right. And these are the ones we're just generating back in the CMS, aren't they? So we can go back over to the content and you could, right. Okay. So this is how we get around this. And this is a bit of a, I had Fabian from my work explain it to me. You need to put in this default value to begin with, and then once you put that in, then you can make it required. So
the default value in on the content.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, if we go back to the schema, and where is it? Was it in? There it is. Okay. So if we go to edit field, and validation. Yeah. So if we take off the set field as unique and then go make field required and then just enter any value in here now, because we're going to regenerate this, and then hit save. Sorry, everyone.
Okay.
Our cameras are in the way. Okay, cool. So now if we go back to the content and we can regenerate them. Or do we need to? Right, sorry. Yeah. And then was it the event? Okay, cool. So can we? These don't need regenerating. I thought that their default value would have replaced what was in there.
No, it didn't. It doesn't look like it did anyways. Did
so
I? You don't have to publish or save.
No. It's just changing it. So if we go back to the slug field and the schema again.
In the schema?
Yeah, sorry. And then we go back to edit and validations. So
now it is marked required.
Yeah, so can we set it as unique now? Brilliant. So
fantastic.
We just need to make sure that the slug field in our content now isn't the default value we added.
Is correct. Okay.
Yeah.
So each one of these we need to go in.
This is why I was so confused why the field was
it hasn't changed. Svelte Kit, that one is correct. All about adapters deploying in Svelte Kit. While I'm here, I'm going to clear the cover image, save, and then routes for Svelte with Routify, and clear and save and publish. And let's Svelte and animate. Sweet.
Well,
I didn't do anything. Why does it ask me to publish? It seems like the publish is there all the time. Excuse me. But
the omnipresent publish.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you go to the little down chevron, you can actually save, publish, and close, and then it will take you back to the content view, which is quite handy if you're just doing, if you keep on having to go back to the
having to do other things. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Sweet.
And it looks like you can schedule an item to be published. That's also awesome.
Yes, that's a new feature as well, scheduled publishing.
Yeah.
Okay, so clean up the fields in the schema, fix required field.
And I feel like I just cleaned it up by removing all of those cover images. I don't know what we're going to end up keeping and doing away with yet. So maybe I'll just leave the rest of this here, even because we're not using it. I don't know that we need to use it or worry about taking it away.
So where are we on our list? We've new field for optional link to the Discord event. Is that the HTML? Is that the regex for the HTML slug you wanted to add? Or is that something else?
We want a link to the speaker. So we need a new route for the speakers. And each speaker is going to be a link for their name. Let me see let's do the preview here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So on these, our names here are going to be a link that will go to the speaker's route for that speaker. Does that make sense? So,
yeah.
I think we need to create all of that in the code.
Yeah, so we can create a slug for the speaker name in the CMS.
We already have all of that, right? Or do we have all of that? I don't know. No, we don't. You're right. So we do. In the schema, we need to create a new slug field. Okay. Okay. So we want to generate it from a template? From their name?
Yeah, from their name. Yeah.
Okay. And we're going to use that as the title field. Oh, wait. In this case, does that replace name or slug? Or what does that replace?
It would replace the name, which I think is the title field already in this model, right?
Yeah. So, okay. I don't know. We want this to be required.
Oh, here we go again. So take this off as unique. We'll do this again, yeah.
So speaker, okay.
And then
Take off
yeah,
the field as
yeah,
unique. Create it.
yeah. This is a new field though, right? I don't know
It
why it's doing
is.
this. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll just go do what we did with the last one. Go back
So
into the
plug
validations.
speaker URL, validation, match a specific pattern.
And
It
we
is
can
a
just set it,
plug.
and we can set it as unique now.
Now we can set it as unique. Okay, update.
Brilliant.
Could not apply schema changes because now I haven't actually went in and set these in the content, probably because they're
Yep.
not unique.
Yep.
It's mad at me. So yeah.
Yep.
So
if we go to regenerate here, and then it will make it from the speaker's name. There we go.
nice.
Save and publish and close.
Okay. Yep. I'm going to try to do that real quick. Save, publish, and close.
I'm not a fan of this workflow where you have like the one confirmation, then another confirmation.
It is, but then if it did it right away, somebody would do it by accident, and it would be.
So what's this warning? Could not apply. Oh, right, yeah, because of the non-unique names.
It looks like that. If I X that out, it will stop saying that there. Save, publish, and close. Now we should be able to go back to the schema, go down, edit the field, and oh no, validations, and it is unique. Okay.
Sweet.
So it automatically did that as soon as they were unique.
Cool. Today awesome. I learned.
Yeah.
All right, so now we've got a speaker slug. We could do a bit of coding.
Yeah.
So we've done quite a lot in 20 minutes already, and we haven't touched any code.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So there. All right. So we need, let's see where we're at. I'm going to close that lib folder. We're going to need a speakers route.
Yep.
So that means we need a speakers folder, and then inside that folder, we need an index.svelte file, which will be the speakers route, and we need a bracket slug.svelte file for the individual speaker.
Yep.
And then
yep, an endpoint.
And we need the endpoints, correct? That's what I was going to say. I'm actually just going to copy these two because I think they're going to be pretty similar.
Yeah.
Copy and just paste them in there. So what we had, we're going to have to change things.
I'm sorry, Brittney. Yeah, you carry on. What I was going to say is that we did a bit of work on this after the stream, didn't we? So we haven't got the queries directly in the endpoint. We have them in a queries folder, right?
That is true. Yeah. We did a little bit off stream here, so we should probably show that, right? We created a utils folder, and we have this GraphQL folder where we've moved our queries and our GraphQL client call to these other files. Scott was nice enough to add those, and we did a little bit of rearranging just to clean up the code a little bit. So we have our queries in this queries file inside of the GraphQL folder. And Sweet. What we are doing in these, we're going to have to create the speaker's query and then change these to match the speaker's query, correct?
Yep.
Is that right? So we need to create 2 new queries here. Yep.
So we could do that in the GraphCMS playground. We could just use the editor in there. Could we just bump up the font size here a bit? Sweet. So we're doing speaker. So we can do query. We could just write it all here and then just jack it and then put it into. Yes, it's going to be for speakers. We'll do for.
Is it capital?
You can put it as capital. I like to have it as capital, but I'm not sure if there is a convention. So this is going to be all the speakers. So we're going to have curly boys. And then we can just start typing stuff out, and then the IntelliSense should help us out here with GraphQL. So we have speaker name.
Well,
do we have anything?
speakers is an array of nothing, right? And then it's just got the speaker. Is that how?
No, we should just be able to do speakers. So go back up to where you were, speakers.
So because speakers is an array of each individual speaker, so don't we have to go into speaker?
For all of the speakers, we're just going to list them all out in one. And then for an individual one, we'll just have a speaker query.
Yes.
So if you do, so this is...
Oh, I hit something on my mouse and it just took me back. Sorry.
It's okay.
There we go.
So yeah, we'll do speakers, and then we'll have the speaker's name, because it will list them all out in an array for us. So this will just be like the index of all the speakers. And then for an individual speaker, we can just do a query where we...
But I can't access the name here. So
yeah. So put in speakers and then curly boys again. So speakers is the name of the query. And then speakers...
so then we need to go speakers
is the model, yeah.
Gotcha.
And then we can
That's
have...
what I was missing. And then we need name and...
Yep. Slug, I guess. Bio. I'm not sure what other fields are
bio.
in there.
We don't have anything in the bios right now, but we'll add that after.
Image.
Picture.
A picture.
And for that, we need ID and URL. Did I get it right?
Yep.
Sweet.
And then let's just hit the play button here and see what we got.
Oh, perfect.
Yay.
Okay. So I have my bio in there, but the other three, I do not have them yet. So
that's cool.
We'll have to create those at some point, but I can do that later.
Is there anything else we need from this? So if you just hit the prettify button there as well, it'll tidy up the spacing on.
Ooh, nice. Okay. So there may be, but I can adjust that. I just want to get this route created, and so we can throw that in below the no.
Yeah, so we want to export it as a variable. Yeah.
And then we just want to throw it in those backticks there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and now we can go into our endpoint now, and then
and then we're going to change this to query speakers. This can get events can get changed to speakers. Ooh, okay.
That should be that. Let's try the endpoint. So if we go over to localhost 3000 /speakers /index.json.
I gotta remember where I have everything else. Okay. /speakers. JSON, is that what we said? Or is it?
Speakers.json. Yeah, I said index.json, but I was wrong. Cannot read property definition of undefined. So
it might be speakers, and then no, I don't have anything in the load function. Does that matter? No, it doesn't matter.
In the index file, don't think so. So let's just try index.json here.
Index.json?
Sorry, speakers /index.json. Empty array.
An empty array.
Speakers.json?
No. Array still.
It should be speakers.json, I'm sure of it. Oh.
Called it the wrong thing?
Oh.
I think.
So.
Oops.
Just try speakers.json. / speakers / localhost 3000 / speakers.
Oh, you mean
JSON.
without the
Yeah.
route?
Yeah. That should be it.
There we go. Okay. So we have our data on the server.
Yep.
We now need to get it on the in the load function
of the index for speakers. Yeah.
Yes. So we are in the speakers route and going to index.svelte. I'm going to close. I'll make that a little bigger and close the terminal so we don't have to look at that and so we can see a little bit better. I have a snippet for the context module.
Svelte snippets. Please. Yeah.
Much easier than typing
They're
all
so
of that
handy.
in.
Yeah. There's an extension, Svelte snippets. And it's like S, S for each and S.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
It's really handy.
I use
really
those
handy.
too. I forget I have those sometimes though.
Yeah.
So here we want to destructure and grab fetch out. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And we need to create await fetch, and then we're going to hit
speakers.json.
Speakers.json.
It's pretty much the same pattern as what we did for events.
And then we need to return our props, and our props are speakers.
And then we want to destructure speakers as well, I'd say.
Okay. Here?
In
you
the
mean
declaration.
Here.
Yeah. Okay. And then we want to accept it as props, don't we? And then we'll see what we got.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the export let speakers to go ahead and grab the props on the front end, and we'll see if we can grab those. Export let speakers and console.log speakers. Let's see if we can go just speakers and see what we have. Undefined.
Okay. Let's take a look at our events route and see if we've done anything.
Okay.
The same. Yeah.
So we didn't destructure it.
It was the curly boys. It's my fault. I'm sorry.
It's always the curly boys. Like I feel like I do that every time. I either destructure it or don't destructure it, and it wants one or the other. And let's see. There's a promise pending.
Okay, so are we awaiting it? So we've got.
I didn't await the. And now we have it. Let's pull that back. Perfect.
Awesome. Do we have? We don't have components and stuff for this, do we? So we're going to be building some.
Put this into the bottom here so we can see that.
Nice.
Okay. So we have that coming in. We could do like a down here S each block. That's what you were talking about?
Yeah, that's the one.
And we're going to do speakers as speaker.
Yep.
Actually, I'm going to destructure that and grab off. What all did we query? We queried name, slug. I don't have the bio. I'm going to do picture.
Mm-hmm.
Ow, I cannot type today. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, everyone. And now
Jacob found it. Need to await the response, Jason. Thanks, Jacob.
Everyone finds it, and then I find out about it like 5 minutes later.
I'm doing a terrible job of
that's okay.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so we have each speakers coming through. We want to I'm going to do an H2 of the name. I'm going to put an H1 on this page. It's not going to look exactly right yet, but we'll see if we can get something through. So the slug is going to be an href. Slug is Is that slug going to need a prefix, right?
Yeah, we're going to need to put it in some backticks.
Oh, okay. Backticks, and we need a slash speakers slash slug. Is that correct? And it's still not liking it because I have to do the dollar sign.
Yeah. Maybe put that in some curly boys from between
Oh,
the.
yep.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, between the backticks. Yep. There we go. What's it complaining about now? I can see a squiggly line.
It's because
on
I
the
haven't closed the A tag. So here, actually, maybe I should wrap this around their name. So name and take this off and the H2 and move it outside of the A bracket. So now we've got that. Oh, look at that.
Is it possible to bump up your editor font size just a touch?
This one?
Yep. Brilliant.
I'm going to go ahead and close this side because we're going to.
Yeah, we don't need that now.
Okay.
All right, sweet. So should we... So if we click on one of these, we'll get a 404 now, won't we? Because
we will because we haven't set anything up. Yeah. I'm going to do an image src equal to picture.url. Okay.
Thank you, VS Code. Thank you.
Yep. I think because of the angle, I told you my wireless mouse died. Yeah. So I'm using a connected mouse and it doesn't reach all the way over here where I need to sit. So I'm like typing in this little cramped corner. And the alt
have to stretch out afterwards to see you're not getting any sort of pains in your back while you're in an odd position.
That's okay. I can scrunch up for an hour. Oh, okay. And these are Brilliant. Let's make them a little smaller. So image, because Svelte has that scoped styling, we can just use the image tag without doing anything fancy. And I'm just going to put width of, let's just put 50 pixels on it for now. No, not that. Maybe 100, not 1,000. And let's give this an article tag around it, and then we'll style the article. Not to make it beautiful yet, but we're going to make it look like kind of decent. We'll do display of flex and align item center and give it a gap. I have some CSS variables set up here for that, nice. And I'm going to use my 4. That should be 1 rem between those. So still not the most beautiful thing, but looks a little bit better. Mm-hmm. We also need something. Let's do a section to separate this.
I love this font as well. What font is this?
Very Which swishy. One? This one?
On the names, yeah.
That is, you're going to ask me, and I'm going to have to go look it up.
Oh, it's okay. It's fine.
It's right here. This is the other nice thing is about design systems. We have our Cinzel Decorative. We have all of our CSS variables in these little SCSS files up there. It's really nice. So I'm going to do the section and make that display of grid and give it a gap of bar gap. Let's try 8. And now give it a little bit of spacing. And I actually, on this, every time I use grid, I like to use grid template columns and do this little trick, min-max of 0, 1 FR. Because if you don't, sometimes when you go down to mobile size, it will make it where it overflows. So that will prevent your overflow on grid items. Okay, so that route looks a little better. Let's go and finish out our slug route. So now Sweet. We need to go to the slug.json and fix this. So we need a new query. Let's bring this back up.
And you got this?
No.
Okay, so
this is your side of it. I will help you with the CSS if you help me with the
So delete the S off the speakers there.
Okay.
And put in some back up on the query because we're going to pass in a variable.
Okay.
Here, round boys, and then slug. Yeah, I was just thinking, what are we going to do it on? So, sorry, $slug is how you define a
$sign
variable.
slug.
And then a colon, and then a space. And this is going to be a string, capital S
Oh, a
for the
capital
type.
S, and then an
And then,
exclamation.
yeah, to call it required. And then in the actual speaker, yep, here, this is going to be, what have we got available?
Do we probably don't need
Okay.
that speaker now, right?
I'm just trying to think of what's available on
Oh no, we
on the
do.
model. Yeah, so in speaker, just put in curly braces. Not curly, sorry, the round boys. And we're going to say where slug. Hang on. No. We're going to do it on the. What are we going to do it on? We're going to do it on the slug, right? So.
What do we have over here? Wow, that is.
Yeah. Once you sort of bump up the zoom level on that, it goes a bit wonky.
So when we went to events, we did event slug string.
Yeah, so we're saying where slug. Yeah, so
Speakers where slug colon $ slug.
There you go.
Okay, let me make this big again now that we kind of know where we're going. And now we're in speakers.
So, yeah, if you just try run this, actually, sorry, in the query variables down the bottom here.
Oh.
If you just tap on that and then open up some curly boys and then put in slug, and it should also complete it for you there. And then in some quotes, double quotes, let's put in one of the slugs we have available. So just try Willow Ghost. Oh, your one? Yeah, sure. That's fine. I was just looking on the screen to see what was available. And then play.
Oh, nice. Okay, so there is mine. Perfect.
So we can prettify this and then move it over to the code.
Copy and move that. Now in our code, we need to create a new export const query speaker equals GQL backticks. And I'm sorry, I keep forgetting to turn ligatures off. I'm not sure if that actually bothers anyone, but I really like the curly,
I love ligatures,
cursive name, and I like the ligatures. So
yeah.
Okay, so now we have our speaker query created. We need to go into our slug route and fix this, oh no, not that, slug.json. And change event to speaker and event here to speaker. And then we need to change events. How does it say events? Is it still supposed to say speakers, plural? I guess it does.
Hang on, what's in the query? Because we're just taking out.
It is speakers because we don't have the singular. We're not using the singular.
Okay.
We're using the plural version of it. So it is speakers. Okay. So we need to make sure that that is working. So we're going to go to / Brittney Postma.json.
Yeah.
Hey! I like when it works the first time. I'm going to use my... I don't even remember what the snippet is. I just type until it starts to come up. So our context module script, and we need to get the fetch, but we also, in this case, need to get the page, right?
Page params, yeah. So you can do page
and we do
colon params, yeah.
Params to grab the slug parameter off of the URL coming in. Okay, so we need to do all of this again. Const res equals await fetch, and this time we're going to fetch. We need backticks because we're going to have to put some variables in here, and this is going to be /speakers /params.json. But I need to fix that. I messed up there.
That's fine, yeah.
So that is going to pull in this, like Brittney Postma, this slug from the URL and put it into that slot so that we're able to grab that. And then we need to const speakers equals await. This time, let's await it.
It's Jacob.
And return it. Save that. And then we're going to create our regular script here. Oh, I just did something. Autocomplete sometimes. This is why I don't know if I would like, what's everybody using right now that like fills
Copilot?
out their. Yes. I don't know if I would like Copilot because it would just do random stuff. And then I'm like, what
Yeah, it
did you
does.
just do?
Yeah, it does.
We need to create a variable for speakers. And because it is an array, which Willow was so helpful in letting us know last time that I was trying to call an array without doing an each block, we're going to use a spell each, even though we only have one coming back. Speakers as ND structure again, we're going to get name, picture. I don't need the slug this time. We might be able to take
No.
some of that out, but let's just do name and picture for now. And in here, we will give the name an H1 because it's the only thing on the page. The name and
Oh, I've got Darcy as well. Another cat.
how many cats do you have?
I've got 3 cats. There you go.
Oh my goodness. And this was picture.url and the alt is the name. Let's see what happens when we go back to the speakers route and we click on my name. Nothing. We have nothing in the console.
Did we log out this? Yeah.
Log speakers. Empty array. Is this one? Does this one need to be destructured? Let's see what we're doing over in.
Boop-a-doo.
Oh, we destructured it here. That's interesting. This is why I said that.
Should, yeah. Oh, really?
What?
No, there's nothing in there. Okay, cool.
It's still an empty array.
Yeah, so I think it's so go back, take the destructuring off of what we're returning for the props there, and just try it around where we're defining the speakers variable. So const curly boys. Is it?
Oh, here?
Yeah. We got anything? Nope.
No.
Nope.
Because now it's not an array anymore.
So for the query.
Am I typing this in correctly?
Speakers param. Yeah, speakers params. Oh no, we need the slug. So we need to get the slug from. Yeah. So just above. So,
but the params are, what are the params? So let's see. Let's console.log the params and just see what we're getting here. Not
anything.
An
there we go. Params.slug. Yeah, that's what we need.
Okay, so I need to do params.slug. And now it works.
Okay.
Perfect.
Cool.
And
put in the bio, I guess.
And I'm going to do the bio. That was called biography. That's not how you spell biography.
Maybe it's with this. How was it in the model on GraphCMS? Is it Markdown? Is it? I mean, it looks fine.
The biography.
Yeah.
Oh, let's look at that because we could use rich text, right? I don't think I am using rich text, but biography. This came from the
multi-line text. Okay.
This came from the.
So if you click on edit field, if you click on edit field and the top left corner, can you see where the little icon? Yeah. So if you click on that, yeah, you can make it in a Markdown.
Sweet. Okay, so we update that.
Yeah.
And then you're going to show me how that changes the site.
We can go back to the content, check out the content in the content model. So let's go to speaker.
Do that on speaker.
Brittney. Okay, cool. So we could put in some like formatting and stuff now.
Let's just like, you mean like this? Whoops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that just like one long paragraph that for
It is.
the?
Yeah, it was just a
Okay.
paragraph of text. So
Okay. So if you save and publish now. And then if we go right, so we can use the @HTML directive now, and that should.
yeah. That's what I was gonna say, is that we would need to do something in the markup to make it so @HTML
You can do it
colon.
in between the curly braces for biography. So if you just do,
Oh.
yeah, that's it.
Nope, that didn't work either.
Do we need to use marked? Hang on. No, we should be able to do.
Oh, it's coming through as just like regular text.
Yeah,
It's not coming through as
And I
HTML, so Svelte wouldn't pick
I
that up.
thought doing we got to use like something to transform it like marked. Hang on. Should be raw HTML.
It should be coming through as raw HTML.
So if we
Let's see what that looks like.
inspect it.
Sorry, this is tiny. It's just a
just a string.
Uh-huh.
I thought the HTML would have. I thought it would have come from GraphCMS as. So if you go back to the playground, and we'll take a quick. If we run the query there and see what we get back from.
It's just a string.
No, it's just a string.
I wonder if we're doing something wrong in the biography part. Oh, I'm in the wrong one.
No, that looks fine. Yeah.
That does look fine because you preview it and it comes through. That would be a neat little thing to have there. Do a little HR tag if it would. I don't know why it's got two of them. Why does it have that little underline?
Does the H1 sometimes has its own underline?
Default styling to it. Okay.
But we can do what we want with that in the front end. But I am maybe we've got to use marked. Do you know the markdown parser? I'm not sure if we need to do that though.
But it's returning even before it's in the code. It's returning a string, which is not what it should be returning. So this is not giving us the correct data back. Schema for speaker. So
just to test out our suspicion here, do you just want to put on a new markdown field and just call it something which we can delete on the speaker model? Put something in there, and then we'll take a look at it in the in the GraphQL playground. See what the data looks like there, and then see what we can do with that from there, I guess. Fun text. Have you put some content in there?
I haven't put anything in it right now, so not there. Content, speaker. Give it some fun text. And for fun text, we're going to go to cat ipsum. Make muffins. And we're going to copy. Okay, we're going to do cat. We're going to paste that. We're going to preview it, and it works.
Right. So if we save and publish that, and then we can...
Coding cat. Save. But in this fun text, it's still coming through as a string.
It's got backslashes. Oh, it's got it in the biography as well. So I didn't say that. We've got the backslash new line. Right. Yeah. So let's let's use marked. We can delete that from the model now. You don't need that.
Okay.
I didn't see initially that there was the \n for new line. So I'm going to presume that's just how it should be. So I do apologize. Let's use.
Are you able to use MD specs for that? Oh, you still need marked under the hood for MD specs too, right?
Yeah. Oh, Ghost here. Hey, Ghost.
Hey.
Yeah. So Ghost is using marked on her side to do it. Let's see what we've got here. Whoops, this one. If I was using kit, I'd place marked then in the load function, which is an option for you. Do you know what she means by that?
So in the load function, we would probably destructure off the markdown piece and do something with it up here in the load function. I assume. I don't know what we would do with it. I guess like use mark to put it into the correct format.
Yeah. So could you install marked, npm install dev marked, and then we'll just use that in the script tags.
Sometimes my my terminal just likes to not type out what I'm actually typing. But let's make sure that we got the correct package because I just typed all that without being able to see it.
Marked?
So marked.
Yeah, that's cool. Yep.
Perfect. I typed correctly.
Cool. So in slug.svelte now,
under
our script tag.
Slug script. Okay.
Yes, this is where we are. So just wrap biography in. So yeah, import marked from marked. We can do it in the script tags, can't we? Not the context module.
Down here?
Yeah, import marked from marked. Okay, cool. And then just wrap biography in marked. So marked curly boys and then put biography in the curly. Round boys.
And I have to run my server again. I don't know why it is doing that. That is super weird. It does not like that. Oh, maybe let's try this. Import from marked and go back and see what it populates. It's not populating anything. Is that not good?
No, it's installed it, right?
I need to make this smaller for a second so I can read what this is saying.
Yeah.
Default is not a function. So maybe try destructuring that.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a named export. Yeah. Okay, cool. It was a named export.
Okay. And go away, please. Oh, there we go. Now it's correct.
Hey. So good point from Ghost here about sanitizing the generated HTML. Because we know what we're generating on the CMS, it's always a good practice to do it, but we know what's going in there. So I don't really think there's a need for it. I'm happy to be proved wrong though. Ghost, if you've got anything to add. Okay, cool.
I'm just trying to.
If we're building the site statically, it won't matter. Cool.
Pretty again.
Okay, yeah, we've got to add some pre-rendering.
What else do we need? Grid, template, columns, max 01FR. And I'm going to do place items center and place content center. Some fancy little shortcuts on centering it, but because we don't have a height, it won't. So I'm going to get a bit of height. Ooh, I don't know what that header height is, so I'm going to try 100 VH minus 50 pixels, and we'll see if that's like ish. Oh. Don't want the scroll bar.
There we go.
I don't need the calc now, but that'll work for right now. Okay.
Awesome. So
looks great. So I will go ahead and add all my changes and shut down the server. Okay, this is really bothering me. Okay, there we go. No.
Oh man.
Why are you doing this? Okay.
Sometimes the built-in terminal rendering can be a bit off sometimes, I'd say. Yeah, I just use a separate terminal.
Created speakers route and slug for speaker. Added Netlify publish. No, not publish. Build button to GraphCMS. Hit push origin feature /NTL, and that is now up on GitHub.
Brilliant. Fantastic. It's coming just under the hour, just over the hour.
Yeah,
that's excellent.
Not quite. And I mean, we added
quite a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, I feel like we got a lot of stuff done. So let's compare that and pull the request and create the pull request, and we'll actually be able to see the deploy preview on Netlify. So that will be, you know what we didn't do, what I just realized we didn't do real quick, we need to go to the events route and wrap it, because we have no way to get there unless we type it right now. So on the events route for the name, the handle URL, where's the name? The name right here. We need to do an A tag with an href equal to, and we're going to have to change our query, aren't we?
For the speaker slug, is that right?
We need to get the slug for the speaker. So here we need to have the, what did we call it in GraphCMS? I lost all of my stuff. Where is it at? Where are you, GraphCMS? I don't know where it went. Okay. Queries, there. Queries. What are we? Speakers. What did we call the speaker slug? Just slug? It's just slug, right? And that shouldn't be an event. That should be in events, plural. Actually, it should be in both, but.
Yeah. Looks
see what I'm doing now? Sorry,
but,
I was not doing a very good job of.
No.
So this is slug.
Are we using a slug variable anywhere else?
I don't think we are.
Okay, cool.
We
just
are.
Don't want it to be any collisions.
We are.
But that's for events, and we're in the speakers array there, aren't we? So that should be fine, I guess. We could just save it and then see what we got. It's not complaining. So if we go to event and then hover.
Now this not found.
Because
yeah,
speaker,
I didn't.
Yeah.
So we need another curly boys. We need backticks, and now we need to do speak. Is it slash speakers, or do you have to do the forward slash?
Slash speakers, yeah.
Slash speakers. Now let's try that again. Boom. Okay. Now we can work with that. That's enough in there. So now I'm going to add it again. Commit, added name slug for speaker. Push origin feature. Cannot type. And go back to GitHub. I have way too many windows open.
It's my everyday life, trying to find the window I'm working on.
I just clicked on that and it popped open Restream. So yeah, GitHub. Please work. Oh, somebody updated me and I didn't see that. Need to check out that. So once these checks are done, we'll actually be able to view the. Oh no! Why?
Let's check it out. Let's empty bio. I'm guessing. So let's maybe put in some. I'm guessing.
You think it's because of the bio?
Maybe. Input parameter is undefined or null.
Oh, okay, because it is null in there. I didn't think I had it as required, though.
Let's just have one of the other routes. Just check one, like check for Willow on a local host. See what's going on now.
Check for Willow on localhost.
Yeah, so let's just go back to the speakers list and pick out someone who hasn't got a bio. So Steph.
It is. It's giving us an error.
Yeah, I'm guessing we need to just
put parameters undefined or null. So yeah, we need some content in there in GraphCMS, right?
Yeah, or we could just put like a ternary into the markup for now, just to say if it's empty, just return empty.
So on the speaker route, right? The slug route.
Yeah.
So here we need an if block. Is that right?
Yep. Let's do that. And then
if biography. Please autocomplete.
Hey. Okay.
There we go. Okay, let's try that again. Fuck around bio, push origin, feature, Netlify. Okay. Where did GitHub go? Oh, it's here. Now it should restart that automatically. We'll see. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Dun, dun, dun. We need some like music while it.
The elevator music playing.
Yeah.
If we just click on like the details, will it take us to the build so we can watch it?
It will. It'll show us the build processing, and then once it's done, we'll be able to. Oh, it's already done.
Hey.
There we go. Preview events. Yay! Sweet. So now I can go into the content and add the content for everyone, and we will be able to see their speaker page.
Yep. Awesome. And you can build it straight from the CMS as well.
And we can build it straight from the CMS, which is fantastic. So, I'm not logged in. Awesome. I was logged in a minute ago. What happened?
That's in Chrome. You're in Firefox now, right?
Yeah, I was probably in Chrome. I've been switching back and forth. I was telling Scott a little earlier, we have a backdrop filter on the bubbles that only works in Chrome-based browsers. So it looks a little better in Chrome than Firefox, unfortunately, which is odd that it's one of those things. But now, like, if we wanted to, we could come over here and add speaker content. I'm just going to show everyone how we could go and not mine. And add bio in here, and then once we're done adding the bio, we save and publish, and then we can start building with this.
Boris now. I've got all of them.
Oh my goodness! All three cats in there.
Every cat has made an appearance. There we go. Full
Fantastic.
house.
Sorry we ran over 10 minutes, but that was really fun, and
It's
I
all
really
good.
appreciate
Yeah.
your help again. And we've got
We got
everything that we wanted to done. So,
oh yeah, did Peru made the bubbles more
Peru
speedy.
made the bubbles. Yeah, awesome.
Very nice. Thanks, Peru.
Use some GPU accelerated thing instead of so they're not as laggy and more performant, which we always want. And I'm working on making a checkbox or something so you're able to turn them off if you don't want animation. So we want to make it more accessible to everyone.
Nice. Brilliant. So should we just do we've done the recap, haven't we? We've talked about everything that we've done.
We kind of did a little bit of a recap, but we can show here that we don't have a speakers route set up yet, like a link to it, but we can type in speakers. Oh, of course.
Yeah. Why is that Netlify?
Why is that not? That should be a route.
What have we got on localhost?
There's nothing in the console there either. That's fantastic.
Do we have an error page? Do we have...
I thought I do have a default error page, I thought. This is the preview. This is localhost. So let's go to speakers.
Okay.
What did I type in? Did I type in anything different? Speakers. It's really weird.
That's published, right, as well? So it's in a pull request. So it's not going to... We should have an error page.
You're right. We should have an error page, and you're right. I don't have an error page set up, so
if we go to the preview, we could see the speakers page, but not on the live because it's not being merged. Yeah,
and I'll have to work on getting that error page set up in there, but that is something we need to add. Preview, and that will have the speakers route. You're right. /speakers.
After Netlify.
All the way at the end?
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Okay, there we go. That made me freak out, but it's there.
Yeah. More been there.
All right, and then we can click on the speakers and see.
Yeah, cool. Excellent. So it's shaping up.
Yeah, it is. Starting to get a few things, and you can go pop bubbles. You can't see the speakers route yet, though, because I haven't merged the pull requests. It's like so addictive. I could just sit here all day and pop bubbles.
It's fun. Yeah, I was showing it off in the show and tell at work, popping bubbles.
All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you, Scott, for helping me again. I really enjoy these streams, and I feel like they're really beneficial.
It's been an absolute pleasure, and learn something new each time.
Yeah, every time I code, I learn something.
Yeah,
that I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. All right, brilliant. So thanks everyone for stopping by, and see you next one. Thanks. Bye bye.